Hello, this is Mystic Dylan, and I just wanted to give you guys a quick video showing you how to have a not so discreet pagan holiday season. So during this time, there are lots of Christmas decorations, everyone's saying Merry Christmas. Some people are saying Happy Holidays, as we should, because Christmas is not the only holiday that is celebrated during this time. So for all you pagans and witches out there, I want to show you little quick decorating tips and talk about things that you could actually find at your local pharmacy, Target, all these places, because you really can decorate and have a pagan holiday season. Why? Because the majority of Christmas ornaments out there have pagan roots. So first and foremost, I'm going to talk about the two holidays that are very, very pagan during the season. The first one is Saturnalia. This is an ancient Roman holiday that is celebrated from the 17th of December to the 23rd. This is a time of exchange, gift exchange, and role reversals. So back in ancient Rome, you would have the masters catering to their servants. You would have people giving food to the poor. This was a time of giving back. There was no hierarchy. It was a time of balance and even exchange, okay? The other thing that happened during Saturnalia was honoring Saturn. Saturn was a god of agriculture. So this happened during the Winter Solstice. So that's the ancient Roman holiday, Saturnalia. And then we have the ancient Celtic holiday known as Yule. It's also taking advantage or knowing that it is the shortest day. So it is the shortest day, the sun's going away, the sun dies and descends into the underworld. And this was also a time of spirit communication and lots of magic. And actually in Stonehenge, the sun actually correlates perfectly with the two stones in Stonehenge. So those are definitely things to look up. I would expand on this. I probably will expand on this on another video. So I'm going to show you a few things that I put around my home and the way that I decorate, starting with, okay, so to the Christians, some people have actually associated the berries with the blood of Jesus, but what they don't know is that the Celts, berries, is a very discreet way of saying, yo, I'm magical and I'm pagan as all heck. So there you go. You have the holly there. Another one that is also important, we have the mistletoe, okay? So putting mistletoe around, another discreet way of saying I'm super, super pagan and witchy. The Druids revered mistletoe as well. There are lots of myths about mistletoe, mistletoe being used in magic. Mistletoe, even though it is associated with love and love magic, and actually in ancient Rome, they incorporated mistletoe into their Saturnalia rituals as well. And while we associate mistletoe with kissing underneath the mistletoe, the Romans took it a step further. But mistletoe has to do with life, death, and fertility. So it is also a sacred herb or plant that you can put around to have that discrete magical associations. And then, I'm sure you've seen antlers. You have the reindeer. So this is another thing. This represents fertility, okay? The horned god. So during the winter solstice, the whole idea is that the horned god is dead or he dies and is resurrected, okay? So antlers and horns are associated with Dionysus, Bacchus, Cernunnos, Herne. So Cernunnos and Herne are Celtic deities. You have Bacchus, who is the Roman counterpart, and then you have Dionysus. So horns and antlers you can put around, you can put in your tree, and this is kind of a discreet way of honoring those deities and honoring the horned god as he travels to the underworld during the winter solstice. Another thing that we have here that we can kind of put up is the star. And you can kind of hang a star up because, check-a-pow, that star is also a pentacle and correlates to, each point correlates to an element, the top representing spirit. So there you go, you have a star there. And then, things that we see everywhere during this time of year is the witch's ball. Yes, the witch's ball. So Back in the day, you would bring in a tree during the winter solstice, and the whole idea was that as you tended to the tree, you were tending to the spirits of nature, you were honoring them, so that after the blight, after the winter frost, the nature spirits would repay you with bountiful crops. You would also put these wonderful witches' balls on the tree to protect from outside influences and witches and magical forces. And I think it's important to note that Christians would do magic to counteract the power of witches. I think that's so interesting. So there you are, the witch's ball. And of course, I mentioned the horn god. So what better way to honor that than to have little reindeers everywhere? So there we go. The reindeer is an ode to the stag, the great stag, nature, fertility, and the stags have a lot of associations in Celtic folklore. So definitely look that up. Also, you can have your St. Nicholas, Santa Claus. He is an homage to Odin and other deities that correlate with generosity and this time of year. So, quick video, discrete pagan things tree. You can decorate it with all your pagan accoutrements. So, I hope this video helped. I make candles with my fellow witches. We are called Three Crows Crossroads. We make Yule candles. I will put the link below if you want some magical Yule candles. And thank you so much. Hope you have a wonderful Yule season. Hope you have a wonderful winter solstice. And Io Saturnalia. Take care.